Hey guys, it's Crypto Marie. She does it all, a little bit of everything. I'm gonna read this story for you, and at the end, I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Because sometimes I feel like people with money, fame, find a way to use the system in their advantage, and I think this is exactly what Elizabeth Holmes is trying to do. And it says Elizabeth Holmes, the former CEO of Terranos, convicted of defrauding investors, is seeking to delay the start of her 11-year prison sentence because she has two very young children to be with. The court filing last week represents the first public acknowledgement that Holmes gave birth to her second child. And let me see. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's see this here. Elizabeth Holmes, the former CEO of Terranos, convicted of defrauding investors, is seeking to delay the start of her 11-year prison sentence because she has two very young children to be with. The court filing last week represents the first public acknowledgement that Holmes has given birth to her second child. Holmes was pregnant during her November 2022 sentencing. Her lawyer laid out several reasons to delay the prison sentence pending an appeal of her conviction, arguing that she's not a flight risk or a danger to the community. It also said she has two young children but didn't reveal when her second child was born or their gender. In a January filing, prosecutors said Holmes attempted to flee to Mexico. The government became aware of January 23, 2022, that defendant Holmes booked an international flight to Mexico, departing on January 26, 2022, without a scheduled return trip. Wow. The court filing states only after the government raises this unauthorized flight with defense counsel was the trip canceled. Wow, you see this? Yeah, you see this? Holmes' criminal trial was initially delayed from March 2021 to August 2021 because she was pregnant with her first child. She's been married to her husband Billy Evans since 2019. Last year, Holmes was sentenced to more than 11 years in prison for defrauding investors while running a failed blood testing startup, Theranos. The sentence also includes a fine of $400 or $100. That's nothing for each count of fraud. That can be real. Maybe they misprint this. $400 to $100. Restitution will be set at a later date. Holmes was ordered to turn herself into custody in April 27, 2023, and is appealing her conviction. A hearing has been scheduled for March 17. Holmes started Terranos in 2003 at the age of 19 and soon thereafter dropped out of Stanford University to pursue the company full-time. After a decade under the radar, Holmes began counting the press with claims that the Terranos had invented technology that could accurately and reliably test for a range of conditions using just a few drops of blood taken from a finger prick, which is a lie. Terranos raised $945 million from an impressive list of investors, including media mogul Rupert Murdoch, Oracle founder Larry Ellison, Walmart's Walton family, and the billionaire family of former Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos. At its peak, Terranos was valued at $9 billion, making Holmes a billionaire on paper. She was loaded on magazine covers, frequently wearing a signature black turtleneck that invited comparison to late Apple CEO Steve Jobs. The company began to unravel after a Wall Street Journal investigation in 2015 found Terranos had only ever performed roughly a dozen of those hundreds of tests it offered using its proprietary blood testing device and with questionable accuracy. Instead, Theranos was relying on third-party manufactured device from traditional blood testing companies. Okay. Now, y'all know I'm going to bring my opinion into this. She's using being pregnant or having kids not to go to jail after committed such a crime. And that can only work in her advantage because, y'all gonna hear this, she's white and being in America. I have seen and heard women snatch out of their kids to be sentenced to be put in jail. Now, is she gonna, after giving birth to the second child, is she going to go right back into, with all the respect, sexual activity to get pregnant again, to delay her sentence because she's pregnant? Listen, I have seen pregnant women in jail, pregnant women having labor in jail, pregnant women being taken care of like princesses. They give them good care, medication. Of course, this is not the best place to be being in jail. But if you commit the crime, you got to pay for the crime, okay? And Elizabeth Holmes only using those tactics of being pregnant, having 2 young kids, because she's a white woman in America. They would not give her, you know what, if that person was a black person, a black woman, or Latino, or Asian, I don't care. If you commit that kind of crime, you're going to pay for it. And I know a lot of people going to come after me. A lot of people going to say, why it's always about the race card, Crypto Marie. But hell, it is so goddamn true. If Elizabeth Holmes was a black woman, she will be going to jail being pregnant. Okay? Don't give me that crap that she's pregnant, she's expecting baby, she cannot start her 11-year sentence. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And it is so obvious. They're not even hiding the fact the lady is a liar. She defrauding the investors and she needs to pay for her crime. They putting it in your face. Oh, she has 2 small young kids. We're going to appeal that. It's not fair. It's not right for her to go to jail. She doesn't belong in jail. I watched a documentary about this woman changing her voice. Wanted to show powerful leadership. When she opened her mouth, she sounded like a man. She wearing those black turtleneck, want to compare herself to Steve Jobs, the Apple creator. May him rest in peace. I love all the quotes he said when he was alive. This woman defrauding people. Now you're going to use being pregnant, being a mother of young kids not to go to jail. Give me a break. You got to go to jail. You got to pay for your crime. Stop the mess. Stop the bull. You know what? Because at the end of the day, if it was anybody else, they will be in jail right now serving time. You have your husband, you have your mom, they can take care of the kids, they could go see you. I'm not saying you deserve to go in jail for 11 years. For whatever time they give you, at least half of it. But don't tell me because you have kids, you cannot go to jail. So many parents are in jail crying, screaming because they don't know what happened to their kids. If their kids okay, if their family know where to get their kids, where to pick up the kids. Give me a break. When it comes to the poor and the rich, this is the only thing I have a problem with being in America, living here for so long. I appreciate all the opportunity that comes to my life. I appreciate all the help they give me having my kids. But when it comes to black and white, it is so obvious there is this big differences. And the injustice in the law, you know, that Elizabeth Holmes scammed people, you know, and now you're going to feel bad for her because she has 2 young kids. She decided to have 2 young kids knowing she was going to go to jail. She's going to try to have a 3rd one, a 4th one, or if not twins, not to go to jail. Or now she has twins. She has to be around. And you know what? I would not be surprised if she doesn't end up serving not even 1 day because she's a white woman in America. You can come after me. I don't really care. This is how I feel. It's my opinion. Subscribe. If you come here to subscribe, you're going to hear the truth from me. May God bless you. Have a wonderful one. Bye.